Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Superstar PartyPlex FPS. I'm going to say FPS until otherwise corrected.
Mhm.
My name is Mira, and I will be playing the very wonderful James, and with me are two very wonderful friends.
Hi, hello. My name is 20 Crows in a Trench Coat. Crows for short. I will be playing everyone's favorite anxious arcade ghost, Ezra.
And I am Zen, and today I am playing Eggs, Florentine, and Handy.
Our beloved.
Hooray.
All right, so to set the stage, this does take place after the events of Where Things Intersect. Uh, Also chronologically after Telltale Hearts. I
Mhm.
might have misremembered how it's sectioned. So, if I said the title wrong, please correct me.
Where
Yeah,
Problems
the
Intersect.
the Telltale Heart, Where Problems Intersect. I think we're good.
Yeah. Okay, so if you haven't watched those, go watch those. They're important.
Mhm.
Anyways, so as kind of established in some off-screen RPs, James hasn't really been doing so hot uh, after the events of Where Problems Intersect. Uh, so he often is very tired after work, and has been taking some naps in the nearest break room in the kitchens, just before everything fully closes for the night. Uh, but because of this exhaustion from interrupted sleep, he hasn't been meeting up with Eggs when Eggs shows up for his shift, which is very unusual because James had made it a point to kind of establish this as part of his routine. So,
Uh,
hey, James hasn't shown up to say hi to you in a bit.
yeah. Oh, he is worried. I mean, he's heard secondhand by now about what happened in Where Problems Intersect, and that's not good. So he decides to go looking for James and just make sure he's okay.
All right. Do you want to maybe roll survival just to see how long it takes him to find James with all of the
Sure.
break rooms?
Sure, maybe if I go into the rolling chat, that will help me. Oh, that's a
Woo!
dirty 20.
Oh, with a dirty 20, you remember how there is a break room right by the kitchens, and you figure with everything going on, James probably just made it to that break room and is there right now.
hmm The closest place is probably the best place to start looking anyway. So
Hmm.
he'll head for to the break room nearest the kitchens.
And you don't have to roll to find him. You find him pretty quickly. He is kind of just face down on one of the couches. I'm just gonna really quickly see if he does a thing in his sleep. Yeah, you can hear a kind of faint little snore from James because apparently he snores in his sleep.
Oh, I think Egg stands there for a little bit and is like, well, he probably needs this. I'm not going to wake him up. Um, shoot, we are getting towards winter though. It does get kind of cold here at night, everyone says. He doesn't exactly have body temperature the same way living people do, so he's not sure. It's always fine inside the building for him. Um, so he looks around the break room for a bit to see if there's like a blanket or something he can give to James. And there isn't because what kind of work break room stocks blankets and just keeps them on hand? And it's not like he has a hammer space to go rifling through. So what he winds up doing is he takes off his security jacket and very gently, carefully sets that over James to hopefully keep him warm before heading out
Uh,
to go work his shift.
before you leave though, how about you roll me a perception roll real quick?
Sure. It's a nat 1.
Yeah, okay. You don't notice anything not normal about James being asleep.
For those of us
So,
in the audience, what did he miss?
uh, for those in the audience, the camera kind of zooms out a little bit, and as Eggs leaves, you kind of notice that James's pallor is a little bit more light, kind of slightly gray tinged, and his lips are blue. And it doesn't really seem like he's exactly breathing.
Huh.
So yeah, have fun with that.
Probably for the best if Eggs didn't see that, maybe. I think he would worry about that.
Anyways, so some time passes, and by just the look of the draw, I don't really want to up the angst rating up more than it already is. Uh, going to be, James wakes up without having a nightmare for once. Uh, Probably because he subconsciously noticed that eggs checked up on him. Uh, anyways, he wakes up and just kind of goes still for a moment, blinking down at the jacket and going, but, huh? What? What? And as he wakes up, the pallor kind of returns to normal. His skin tone is a little bit more rosy as circulation starts back up, and he is blushing. It becomes very obvious that he's blushing as he realizes that, oh, this is Egg's jacket. Oh, 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 oh no. He is connecting a few dots about himself. Anyways, he will gently fold the jacket up and kind of just drape it over his arm because he had been meaning to say approach eggs for a little bit because he learned some interesting things while tagging along with Kestrel and Ezra in
Mm-hmm.
Where Problems Intersect, and he needs to tell Eggs about that, like now. So he's gonna go looking for eggs.
Yeah. I feel like now it's your turn to roll something.
Survival.
Investigation?
Okay, let's roll investigation. That works. Okay, 20. Oh, whoop, I did that wrong. Ah! I am having such a great time with my keyboard.
The struggle.
Oh, that's a
Oh!
nat 1.
Oh god.
He is blushing a little bit too much. He's still kind of sleepy. He is very discombobulated by the realization of, oh, I might just have a crush. Oh no.
In that case, I'm thinking like, what if James is sort of like stumbling around, like trying to find eggs, and then Eggs is the one that finds him, and is like,
Mhm.
and James hears from behind him, James, you're awake again already?
Oh, hi, eggs. Yeah, I was looking for you.
Oh, I kind of figured you'd be asleep for longer. It looked like you were pretty out. Um,
Yeah, I haven't been sleeping very good lately. Surprised I didn't actually have a nightmare. He lightly kind of just wraps his knuckles against his thigh, kind of a knock on wood motion.
Uh,
I have your jacket if you want it back.
oh, sure, yeah. And he'll reach out and take it back. Like, is that okay? I, I just.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm. It was really great. Um Thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Can
Yeah.
he roll insight? Does he need to?
I feel like well, let's have him roll insight just to see if he gets overwhelmed or not. Okay,
17.
yeah. I feel like that is way enough to be not overwhelmed by James being super flustered and happy and oh no, I've got a crush. Oh no. Like just the like that was so cute and nice. I appreciate it. And why is this making me fall harder? All of that is very clear to Eggs.
Mhm. Eggs has the benefit of James can't sense his emotions and he has a mask. James can't see if he's blushing or not.
Mhm. James is very flustered and just trying to not completely combust. He is failing. Oh my gosh, my cheeks hurt. Ow.
Aww. Oh.
There is definitely a dumb little smile on James's mouth. Like just he he's a goner. You guys, he is such a goner. Just cuz like it's these like little kind things like this that James just gets all gushy about and he's just like emotions.
Uh-huh. Oh gosh. It's
Just
like,
gonna really quickly roll a whiz save to see if James can kind of pull himself out of this.
ooh.
Okay. Yeah, he can pull himself out of the flustered emotional state that he is as he kind of just calms down a little bit, but he's still smiling because that honestly really made him happy. Like he genuinely appreciates it.
Aww. Good.
Mhm.
I think unless James is going to say anything, X is going to be like, um, well, thanks for bringing my jacket back. I think you still have time to get out before they lock the doors if you want to go home and try to get some sleep.
I would do that, but there was a thing I had to tell you, and I don't know how long that's gonna take.
All right. Um,
Like, it's both good and bad. It's like, so I found out that my friend Ezra is a ghost. We're not the only dead people here.
oh, yeah, that is kind of both good and bad, huh?
Yeah. And I was thinking that I could maybe introduce you to him. He haunts one of the arcades, arcade games.
Oh, wow. Sure. Yeah.
James just kind of beams at him because he's just like, Eggs, you're doing so good. He's so proud of you.
Uh, Eggs, who is standing here thinking he is doing fuck all. Like,
James, who knows that he is a massive traumatized introvert and is doing he is willing to at least trying being social because James has kind of bullied him into it. But still, he's going along with it. So he's proud of Eggs.
mm-hmm. He will at least meet this person.
And that's all James really asks, honestly. And he just kind of holds out his hand and kind of just very gently grabs Eggs's hand and starts tugging him down the hall towards the arcade.
Aww. Yeah, and Eggs will follow.
And since Ezra told James what arcade he's haunting, I feel like there shouldn't necessarily be a survival role for that. It's just them kind of going.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, if we rolled for every transitional moment, we'd be here all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do some little jazz hands. They're now in the arcade.
Hmm. What's Ezra up to?
Oh, okay. Hi, hello. I feel like that was the gayest shit I ever heard. That's what just happened. Geez, what is Ezra doing? Probably hanging out in there. Actually, hmm. Maybe they're just like wandering around the arcade or just about to head into their cabinet and
And suddenly, here's James and some spooky looking person in a mask heading right for your cabinet.
whoa. uh, uh,
Hey,
hi. Uh,
how are you doing?
I'm I'm doing okay. Who's who's this?
Oh, this is my friend Eggs Florentine. Eggs, this is my friend Ezra.
Eggs holds up a hand in like a sort of wave.
Ezra does the same. They're all pathetic losers. I love them all.
uh, James, he kind of gently pulls Eggs to a stop and finally lets go of Eggs' hand and just kind of puts his hands on his hips and goes, "So, we're all dead."
What? You're what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
I dug myself out of my own grave and everything.
Wait, he doesn't know about the. Oh, you're springing
Oh,
this on him. Okay.
what?
wait,
Huh?
what? Oh, whoops, sorry.
What?
James is mortified.
Ezra is very surprised. Like, oh, there's more dead people here.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk?
I don't think you're supposed to say yippee about more dead people, Pingu.
Oh. Eggs is just like, Yeah. Hi, Ezra.
Hi. Uh, it's nice to meet you, Eggs.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Um,
I'm so sorry for springing this on you. I completely forgot to James is still mortified. He's just like he swore he thought he told Ezra already.
he didn't, I don't think.
No, he did not. This is just him completely in character forgetting.
It's okay. It's okay, James. I, I dead? And you're dead? Eggs?
Eggs nods.
Huh.
Yeah, so we don't have to tell everything about what happened if you're not ready, because I know death is in of itself kind of traumatizing. So he just kind of does a little shrug and is like, but I've found it kind of helps to know that we're not alone in our experiences. So I at least figured I would go ahead and share a little bit if you guys are okay with it.
Sure.
I
If
mean,
you're comfortable with that.
if you want to, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So a little bit of backstory. I'm from Gotham, Civic City if you're not really local. But
Ooh.
yeah. So feel free to roll a history check,
Okay.
Ezra,
If,
because
yeah.
Eggs already knows about the person that James is leading up to.
Okay. Where's... I literally just had Ezra's sheet up. Okay. There we go. Sit in a circle like it's a sleepover, except one of them can't sleep and they're talking about their own deaths. Okay. Oh, I have a +5 to history. Uh,
Oh, nice.
that's a dirty 20.
Woo!
And
Okay, all right.
I have different dice. So hooray!
We are cooking. Okay, all right. Ezra, as soon as you hear James mention that he's from Gotham, you get such a huge sinking feeling in your stomach. Because, oh,
Oh no.
there's one really famous serial killer in Gotham called the Trickster. He is also a clown, which would explain why James was so badly affected by that laugh from Hairwire.
Oh.
And as you think about it, the pieces start coming together where you realize right around the same time as James actually names this monster of a serial killer that he was killed by Trickster.
Oh. Oh God.
Yeah, um, not gonna lie, it really not the best way to go. There, he kind of clears his throat a little bit. Technically speaking, I should have never been there. Or at least not in the way that I was. Um, Me and my dad had split up during some family business, and I met my biological mother. Um, there's a whole entire ordeal about my stepmom, who I didn't know was my stepmom, finding out about that and looking for my biological mom just because I was having some issues with my adoptive father. We don't have to get into it all that much, but it turns out she was both being blackmailed and working with Trickster as a doctor. And I told her some things that I shouldn't have. Uh, and that put me right in Trickster's sights, and I was tortured and then got blown up for good measure.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the next thing I know, I'm digging myself out of a 6-foot grave. And here I
Oh.
am.
That is not Ezra laughing, by the way. That is me. It's. Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh, I do jazz hands at the cliff notes.
I feel like X is going to reach over and like take James's hand again and give it like a little reassuring squeeze, sort of like, ah, that all sounds pretty bad.
He gives Eggs kind of a soft little wry smile and squeezes back, and his shoulders do kind of loosen a bit just from Eggs giving him a little bit of that comfort. He really appreciated that because, huh, youch. Oh, he's still not over that.
Well, yeah, it was death.
But yeah,
Uh,
that's how I died. You guys don't have to go into as much detail or any detail if you guys aren't ready for it, but I figured it would be good to talk about if you guys were feeling up to it. He kind of gives a one-handed thumbs up, kind of like, yeah, he's trying his best.
Oh,
okay, my mic is picking up my voice. I was worried for a second. Are you okay?
James kind of opens his mouth. I'm just gonna roll deception. Oh, 14. That's actually not as bad as he did the last time he tried to lie his ass off. He's like,
Alright. I'll roll an insight.
no.
Okay, that's a 17.
I got a 12.
oof. You know what? No, Eggs kind of knows that something's up. He should have advantage, I feel.
23.
Ha! There we go. Okay. Okay. James kind of opens his mouth and goes, "Yeah, I am totally great. Yeah." And it's kind of that cheery tone where it's like you're trying too much to seem like you're normal.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to up the angst rating on this one.
I'm so sorry. Why is it always me?
I mean, they're talking about death and dying and being dead in
Yeah.
this game. It was never
Yeah.
going to be lighthearted.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. Anyways, either of you want to call James out on his shit?
I feel like Eggs will like squeeze his hand again and go like, it's, it's okay if it messed you up. That sort of thing can mess anyone up. I feel like it's normal to not be okay about it.
He's not looking either of you in the eye right now. I know. It just I feel like Trickster's winning if I'm not okay. He'd fucking love that he's messed me up so badly. He'd be so overjoyed.
I mean, as far as he knows, you're dead, right? So you're already doing a lot better than he thinks you are.
He kind of weakly laughs a little and goes, I guess it just. He has this thing towards my dad where it's creepy as all hell, and he hates me and my brother for, he kind of does finger quotes, getting in the way between my dad and him because there's this stupid one-sided nemesis ship shit that he's got inside his twisted mind, and he just kind of sucks in a deep breath because ugh. So to him, he's killed one bird with several stones. I'm kind of scared he'll go after my brother next. My brother can defend himself. He's defended himself for years. But sometimes it's not just me in the room when I have nightmares.
Be honest, I have no idea what to make of that. Sometimes it's not
Bro,
just
do
me
you
in the
need a
room.
hug?
Like,
That's not Ezra asking, that's just like, dude, are
James answering the out of character question. James would like a hug. Yes, please.
James, are you okay if I give you a hug?
Yes, please.
Ezra is going to give him a hug.
James melts into it. Just hugs. He has missed hugs so goddamn much.
wow.
Sorry. I wasn't intending to unload all of that. Um he's hugging Ezra very tightly. Like not enough to hurt, but secure. This is a very secure hug.
X is just standing there awkwardly, like, I don't know what to do here.
Which like tapping his hands on on like his legs, just like
James blindly kind of fumbles for eggs and is going to try and tug him into the hug because He needs more hug. This is yes.
Not enough. More
Ah,
hug.
Eggs will be pulled into the hug and very awkwardly hug James and Ezra.
And James is just kind of a very exhausted puddle because, huh, emotions, trauma. Ah. Thanks. I guess part of this was for me. I was trying to ignore that side of things, and I'm sorry that I'm dumping it on both of you. I just you can't really talk about this to like other people.
No, you can't. So, I'm glad you were able to get it off your chest.
Yeah, it's good to talk about emotions and stuff and what's going on in your head.
James nods a little bit.
Just the
Uh,
demo standing there, waiting to not be the first person to talk.
Yep.
wow.
Just James just kind of quietly just goes, if either of you wants to repay the favor, no pressure, but um I am here to listen if you guys need.
Uh,
I mean, I've never really talked about it either. I kinda don't know where I would start.
Where are you comfortable starting from? Like just that's a shitty thing to say. Like none of this is comfortable.
I mean, we're talking about our deaths, so it's not
Yeah.
really a comfortable topic.
Mhm.
Yeah, uh, I'm still kind of a cold case. I know they made a lot of true crime stuff about my death, and I don't really wanna. It feels like a lot of people have a partial picture, and I don't necessarily like giving more details than that.
James gently kind of just squeezes Eggs a little bit. I mean, that's okay if that's really what you want, but are you happy with what you've got right now? Like where things are at? Would talking about it help, do you think?
I mean, talking about it doesn't really change any of it.
I mean, that's not what that's about. It's more finding kind of a acceptance to it, like it happened. yeah, it happened no matter if you talk about it or not, but it kind of um it can help the emotions settle, I think.
Help find peace is that what you're looking for? Sorta.
I mean, I guess if that's one of the emotions you want. I was leaning more towards acceptance, at least,
Yeah.
because I don't know.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I kind of don't want to accept the fact that I got tortured to death by a bunch of people I thought were my friends.
James makes a soft noise and just kind of hugs Eggs a little closer. Yeah, that doesn't sound like something that you'd want to accept. I mean, it's hard enough for me to know that my biological mother cared more about money than the son she spent years trying to gain custody over, but was too ill to actually succeed both times she tried. And when I talked to her, she handed me right over to a mass serial killer. But it happened. And it kind of sucks to have all of those really sharp, painful feelings about it. You know?
Yeah.
He just kind of gently, very, very, very gently bunks the side of his face against the side of Eggs's mask. It's okay to still be upset about those people who did that to you. You didn't deserve that.
Hey, do you want to roll insight?
Both of us or just James?
Ezra can roll insight if you want.
17.
Insight. Okay.
He has a +9 to his insight?
I do jazz hands. He is a level 6 investigative rogue.
Yeah, that is a 15.
God damn. Ezra can tell that, like, Eggs is still looking pretty upset. I think James is getting the idea that, like, uh, Eggs maybe kinda does feel like it was a little deserved. Like, he did deserve it a
Oh,
little bit.
oh man. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Here we go. Okay. James kind of lets go of Ezra after kind of giving Ezra a thankful little squeeze for the hug. He's got to kind of pivot a little bit and very gently put his hands against the sides of the mask. Not to like move it and stuff, but just kind of holding in place, looking at him very seriously. No one deserves to be betrayed and tortured by people you trust. You didn't deserve that, no matter what you did. No one deserves that. Help. I want Trickster dead. I want him dead so I'm not scared of him hurting anybody else. But I don't think he should go out the same way I did. It's my personal belief that you didn't deserve that, Eggs. You didn't. Okay?
I mean, I was really awful to them for a while before that happened.
But you felt bad about it, right?
I mean, eventually, yeah.
Then you're doing so much better than a lot of the shitty people out there. I'm sorry that you made some bad choices, some serious mistakes. I don't know exactly what you did to make you feel like you deserved it. But from where I'm standing now, Eggs, you didn't deserve it.
Hmm.
And also, Eggs, you can definitely tell that Luke believes this with every fiber of his being. It's
Wait.
very, very strong.
Lou?
Gosh dang it, I meant to say Eggs!
No, eggs can. No, you said that Luke believes it with every fiber of his being. I think you mean James there.
Oh, I meant to say James. I don't know why I said Luke.
They're too close together in your mind now.
They are. The brain rot is real.
The brain rot is real.
I mean, they said that too, but it's kind of hard to undo feeling like that for 15 years just by hearing it a couple times.
James nods a little bit and he very gently lets go of Eggs's face and just kind of settles his hands on Luke's on Eggs's shoulders.
I mean, no one should be listening to this game without knowing these spoilers. But James doesn't know yet either.
Yep, so I'm trying so gosh darn hard to
Yeah, this was
keep it straight.
this was me and MJ's hell for almost a year.
Oh god.
I am so sorry.
How were there no slips?
There were slips and I edited them out before posting the video.
I pat you so gentle. Anyways, James will set his hands on James's on Eggs's shoulders. My gosh, if I can keep these characters straight.
You
He's
got
gonna
this.
set them on their shoulders and just look Eggs square in the eye with the intensity of an autistic trying to make a point. And goes, then I will keep repeating it until you start realizing that it's maybe, not maybe, it is true. And I'm so sorry that you've had to deal with this alone for 15 years.
Oh, but Eggs is starting to tear up.
Oh.
But you're not alone anymore, Eggs. God damn it, I'm going to fist fight the plot if it tries to make me leave you. Because, god damn it, you need somebody by your side.
That's I, I've been managing on my own.
You don't have to. You don't have to anymore. And he does give a gentle squeeze of the shoulders and kind of lets go to allow Eggs to recollect himself a little bit. And he turns to Ezra and he kind of just points a finger and goes, "That means you too. I'm not gonna let you go through this alone. You know, being alone sucks."
I know. I constantly feel alone. I wasn't before, but now,
Yeah,
like,
It sucks feeling different from everyone else around you.
it does.
it really does. I I used to not feel alone all the time. I mean, I was. I but I had my rats.
James's eyes go wide. Oh no. Are do you need us or someone else to go check up on them?
That,
Like I know this is kind of an insensitive question, but how recent was you passing away?
been months ish. I
Okay.
they're okay. I know that much. I'm
Okay.
guessing.
Okay. So
I
we've
miss them.
we've
I miss them a lot.
we've got some wiggle room. Probably should set up a space for them to be here.
What?
Um well, I mean, we're not going to let you be separated from your pets.
Will
He
the
looks at he looks at Eggs like, right? Like, you're with me on this?
Uh, X gives a little nod. He's never had pets. He doesn't quite understand, but James seems very set on this.
James, who grew up with Ace the dog at Nick's house, just in horror. Ha! The pets! No! Not the pets being all alone! Ah! But yeah, we'll have to coordinate stuff and everything, but we should be able to get them here for you, because ugh, hell, I miss Ace. Oh my gosh, hiccups. I miss Ace, my dad's dog, so much. He isn't even mine, really, but he really helped when I got adopted and needed some company that wasn't exactly human.
yeah, animals, especially. I am much more of an animal person than people person, to say the least. And
James nods.
nice. There's just at my old place, just I'm worried about them.
We'll make sure they're okay.
Thank you.
Your old place, it's in Angwell, yeah?
Yeah, it's in Toontown.
Oh, I've actually never been to Toontown. This'll be fun.
It's not terribly far from here. I could drive there and back in a day, probably.
James perking up like, oh, road trip, road trip, road trip. Hey, Ezra, how far is your range?
2 miles.
Ah, damn.
Range?
Well,
I
technically, usually ghosts can't go super far from where they're haunting something.
Right.
Oh, yikes. That sucks.
I mean, being a ghost kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, going through walls is pretty cool, but
Oh yeah, I remember you doing that. That was like really insane.
That does sound pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know if there's any upsides for me. Like I feel pretty normal, all things considered. Like I can't do a lot of the things that I used to do. Um, Paperwork is really hard now for some reason.
I think feeling normal is an upside in itself. Like it's not a cool undead power or anything, but
Yeah, yeah. Kind
see,
of seems like we're all kind of differing levels of hmm. How do I say this without being mean? He says in character. Because I mean, Ezra's got some pretty cool benefits, but also probably some really nasty downsides. I'm just kind of here, I guess, when I really shouldn't be. Um, and Eggs, you've got a lot hidden away, so I would assume that there's issues of some sort. No judgment or anything. It's just I feel like we've got differing levels of different hands handed out to us, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Does that mean I wasn't trying to be mean?
I don't think it was mean.
Oh, good.
yeah, no, it wasn't.
James just kind of visibly breathes a sigh of relief. A little toonish puff of air comes out of his mouth.
Oh.
Do we
I don't
wanna?
know what else to add.
Yeah, do we wanna fade out?
I mean, I don't know what else to say.
I don't know either.
They're all just standing around being dead together.
Yep.
Drama.
Drama. Oh, wait. Luke. Why am I almost calling James Luke? Gosh dang it.
Look what you've done.
Luke, what you've done.
He is going to turn to Ezra James's, and he just kind of goes again. Same deal. Do you want to talk about anything about what happened to you, or not? You don't have to, but I just want to make sure that you're doing okay too, as well as we can be. With
Well, oh, I've only told people like the general. I got electrocuted by a machine I was working on. Um, that's the main gist of it. But like, I management gave me a new set of tools to work with, and um, when I was using them, someone told out. Well, they thought they were calling out my name. It was the wrong name.
James winces.
Like, and it scared me, and I flinched, and metal and wires that were still hot.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's don't apologize. It's not your fault.
He does the little prayer hands and goes, I wish that Common had a phrase where I could give sympathy without it sounding weird. Because, goddamn, that's a really awful way to go.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Although I guess not a lot of people who like die peacefully in their sleep come back, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty true.
I mean, I was finishing up like my last year of college, and I was actually planning on coming here, so you win some, you lose some.
Yeah,
Shrug a little.
I mean, you're a little bit further along than me. I never actually finished high school.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not exactly an adult when I died.
Eggs nods. He's in the
Oh,
same boat.
oh God. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and it sucks. Kind of feel like my entire course of life got ripped out of me because the kid I was then, he would have never expected to be where I am now.
Oh, Um, Sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is. Honestly, what has been kind of keeping me through it is just, my gosh, the player, had the words right in the middle of on my tongue, and then now they're gone.
Damn.
I can mentally picture what I was trying to say, but I can't remember what it actually was.
Just gotta reword it again in a shittier way, unfortunately.
I guess so. Um, he goes, the the only main reason why I've been kind of trucking it through has been that I'm still here, and still want to make the world. I want to leave the world better than what it first was. Leave the place a little better than we found it. So I guess as long as I'm here, I can still do that.
Yeah.
That's really a nice approach to have.
Yeah, I guess. I like helping people. It kind of got me killed the first time, but still here. And that hasn't really changed with everything that's happened. Not yet, at least. But yeah, I do jazz hands. That's, I think, pretty much what James was trying to say.
Is this where we wanna?
End it. I'm good with that.
Me too. I don't really have anything else I want to add, just because James does feel like he's checked up on both Eggs and Ezra. About the whole being dead thing.
Son
Name drop. We're gonna have to have the angst level on this.
Oh yeah, we are. I kind of expected it to be high angst, regardless of what we were hoping.
Mhm.
I expected this to be a silly little game.
Oh, buddy.
Uh,
I look at the lore.
yeah. Eh.
Man. Okay. Uh, if everyone's happy with where that ends, I feel like we could just kind of zoom the camera out.
Mhm. Did
Thank you
people hanging out?
everybody for
Yeah.
playing with me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yay!
And thank you, Crows, for having this idea in the first place, because this was fantastic.
Yes. The dead people
You're
know each other now
Hooray!
and
Woo!
know that they're dead.
Yep. And we can later have more fun vibe hangouts because all of these characters know about each other now. The triangle is complete.
Yeah.
Yay! And then the rodents.
The rodents!
The rats. The rats.
The rats!
The rat. Yay. Okay.
Thank you, everybody listening now and in the future. Cecil, We love you.
Hi, Cecil.
Hi, Cecil.
Insert the eggs, Florentine.
And
Hi, eggs.
and yeah, everybody who listens now and in the future, we love you. We appreciate you. I hope you have a happy time zone. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.